Hi guys, welcome back to FOOTY with Wally, and let's do our roundup for the Premier League Week 10. And I want to talk about Tottenham versus Chelsea because I already analyzed that game. So if you want to watch it, it is on my channel. I want to talk about United, City, Arsenal, and Liverpool. So let's go to the video. So guys, starting with Forest 2, Man United 2. And this game is interesting because honestly, United started the game well. United have been playing well, honestly. But then, especially in the second half, as you can see by the momentum map, United started to concede some chances to Forest. Forest started to feel Forest started to be more aggressive in the second half. But overall, I would say that Man United played well this game. Even though Forest have a high XG, I believe United played better in the sense that what United wanted to do in the game, they did. Even though also for United, the two goals were kind of fortuitous in a way, in the sense that they were not chances created. Casemiro scored from a corner and Diallo just scored a banger from outside of the area. But anyway, United's right side has been working very well, like with Diallo, with Mbeumo. That combo has been working. Cunha plays very well. Bruno, as always, always plays well. But Chesko so far, I don't know. I think he's a good player. I think it was a good signing, but so far I have not seen him playing like he played for Leipzig. There was a play in this game where I believe Mbeumo started to play, and then I don't remember exactly, but Chesko made the wrong decision, and then Cunha was just so irritated, shouting at Chesko. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is he has not adapted yet. He had some chances this game, not big chances, but yes, I think when he adapts, United will be way more dangerous because United produce a lot. Like, that's not an opinion, that's just XG, that's just chances created in the league and stuff. Defensively speaking, I think United need improvement, especially when it comes to not concede, let's say, from silly chances. Because what I feel about United is that they usually produce more chances than the opposition, but then they just concede goals for, I don't know, all of a sudden they concede 1-2 goals. And about Forest, it's interesting to say that, or is relevant to say that, they look way better now than they were looking under Ange Postecoglou, because they were so fragile. The team were horrible, but now under the Shandite, they look way better. I'm not saying they look amazing, but at least they look as a team with a strategy, and they have good players, so they shouldn't be losing every game. For example, they have Gibbs White, they have Anderson, they have Murillo. They do have good players. So talking about Burnley 0, Arsenal 2, and honestly, the script is always the same. I could just write a script for Arsenal regarding all games because it's just the same. Arsenal dominates the game, score 1-2 goals, and then for the rest of the game, they just save energy. And then that's it. They don't concede chances. They get the 3 points and go home, which is okay. Even though in this game, they actually produced more than the 2 goals they scored, because they could have scored 3 goals at least. But like with 2-0 in the first half, second half was not the most exciting game to watch. Burnley tried something at the end of the second half, but honestly, Arsenal just looks insane defensively. Like, they don't look like they will concede anything. They defend set pieces well. They, like, you can't exploit their high line. I don't know. I really don't know how. I don't see Arsenal losing this title. I don't see fragility. I don't see weaknesses. That's what I'm trying to say. Obviously, it's not a perfect team. No team are perfect. But I don't see how they will lose a lot of matches, or enough matches for someone to just beat them in the long run. If you see it, put in the comments, please give me some hope, because I don't want Arsenal to win. But anyway, honestly, football-wise, if they win the league, they deserve, because they're playing better than everyone else. And Arsenal now have 18 goals scored and 3 goals conceded, guys, in 10 matches. That is kind of crazy. So City 3, Bournemouth 1. And honestly, only in the first half, City could have scored 4 goals because City just exploited Bournemouth's high line. And at some point I was like, guys, I think you will just concede 4 goals today if you keep pressing like that. Okay, when we compliment Bournemouth because they press a lot, because they are very intense and stuff, usually works because they have a lot of points in the Premier League. They have 18 points in 10 matches, so it is working. But against City, like, Haaland had 3 big chances in the first half, scored twice. I believe O'Reilly had 1. Like, someone else had 1 very big chance in the first half. And then I was like, okay, at least I have Haaland as my captain on FPL, because at some point I thought that would be like 5-1 or something. And it is very clear that City have been playing like to feed Haaland, because he can convert those chances, obviously not all the chances, but most of the chances, into goals. And we see that Foden Doku, Savinho when he's playing. Like they are not getting assists and maybe assists, yes, but they're not getting goals and stuff because Haaland is just a machine and the team are playing for him. So, but that doesn't mean they're playing badly. Like Foden, in my opinion, has been playing well again. Not as the Foden that we saw when City won the league. Last time City won the league. But Foden as this sort of CM, let's say, has been playing well. And in this game, I liked Cherki as well because he understood what the game was asking him to do. Bournemouth was pressing high, and then he was like, okay, we have Haaland, so let me just try long balls and he will just score. And that's exactly what happened. I'm talking about the second half. I believe Bournemouth conceded less chances. Bournemouth were not so exposed, let's say, and City were also not so desperate to score. But overall, in my opinion, honestly, this game, like the fair result, if there is such thing as a fair result in football, but the results that would reflect how the game developed more would be 5-1 City or 4-1 City, something like that. So Liverpool 2, Villa 0, and honestly, I need to say that I did not watch this game. I only watched the highlights. So being completely honest, my analysis will be only about the highlights that I saw. But anyway, by the highlights, I saw Szoboszlai playing as a 10, which I personally like. I prefer him as a 10 than him as an 8, for example. And it's funny that Liverpool's goals were kind of fortuitous in the sense that they didn't create those chances, because the first goal, like Martinez just gave away the ball for Salah to score. It was just like, what? And in the second goal, Gravenberch shot, but the ball was deflected. And also something relevant in this game was that Vitz started on the bench because it was not the first time. But I think that is good in the sense that Liverpool have a squad that is good enough that permits them to have Vitz on the bench, because the other options are also good. And about Villa, again, based on the highlights that I watched, Morgan Rogers played well. Like he created some chances. He hit the post once, but overall I would say Liverpool produced more and they deserved to win. And it's good for Liverpool to win a game not conceding, because that might give them some more confidence. But anyway, guys, there is no much for me to talk about because I don't have enough information to talk about this game, because as I said, I did not watch the whole game. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with the friends in case I have said anything useful or have entertained you in any way. I'll see you next time. Bye.